Hi, welcome. So this is a product that I just bought. It's the Nanoleaf Aurora Start Edition. Could also have called it the Xiaomi Aurora Start Edition because Xiaomi has teamed up with Nanoleaf so that they are now also selling this product. It's the same, it's just Xiaomi branded. What you can do with this, it's 9 triangles in the Start Edition that you can combine in pretty much every shape that you want as long as the sides touch each other. And for me, this is something that I actually found out just by, I think it was a Facebook ad that I saw, and had to admit, this is sort of a type of product that I find interesting, so I looked at it and bought it. So this is going up in my living room, so I just wanted to show you, my way of doing that, and so I could also, if this is something that you might find interesting. So again, bought with my own money, and what I'm trying to cover here is the installation part. Also how it interacts with the different services, should be HomeKit compatible, and also Amazon Alexa, which is the 2 ones that I have in my household. So let's just start out by seeing how these triangles can be put together and how that process works. So this is the content of the box. What you get is 9 of these triangles that are super light. You get a power brick with a EU and a US adapter, depending on where you live, which connects into this, and then connects to the bricks. You get the Rythm module that can make the triangles react to audio, and a lot of these, which are connectors that you use to connect each tile in the different configurations that you can do. And the last thing you get is these 3M stickers that I use for mounting them on surfaces. You can also buy a kit that enables you to screw them into walls, or if you want to mount them in your ceiling or other like more advanced stuff, then that's a different option for you to consider. Let's try connecting the tiles. Okay, so to get started, you pretty much take one of the tiles, and you can see for each tile there's a connecting point on each side, and you just start out by connecting one of the tiles to the power brick, and then you take one of these adapters again, you connect it to one of the tiles in the connecting points, and then you just let that tile slide into the other one, and you can pretty much do that. You just do that for all the tiles that you got. Whoops, there we go. So it's very easy to play around with these because you can do it while the tiles are turned on. Let's say I just want to make a circle shape here, just really quick. I need 2 more. There one, and then the last one. Connect that. There we go. So that was just one example, really easy. And if you look at the buttons here, so if I just press the arrow button, it will change type of lightning mode it's running in. And if you hold down this button, you also have the option to control how intense the light is. See now, so it's on top pretty much, and it should lower. And if I release it, it stays at that light intensity. So that's one other option that you could use this for. And of course you have the power on-off option also. Let me just turn up the lights again, so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. Here we go. And if we add the audio module and we press that, we should see that should start reacting to audio, and it does. So but that was just to quickly show you how easy it is to play around with before you start mounting on the wall. Just put it on the floor like I've done now, and just figure out what pattern you want to do, and then you mount it on the wall. Don't start out by putting stuff on the wall before you are sure you have the pattern that you want.
So the way you mount this is that you use 3 of these double-sided stickers on each tile, and you can place them so that they are pretty much invisible, and this is done by placing them so that when you mount the tile, the stickers pretty much slide under the other tiles that you are mounting so that they are not like visible to the outside. You can see one is visible in the lower left corner because that doesn't have a tile to slide under. You then press and hold in the outer corners for like 30 seconds to make sure that the adhesive gets a good bond to the wall so it doesn't fall down. You can do the mounting while having the lights turned on, that's no problem if you want to make sure that the tile has a good connection. Here you see some of the scenes that I'm using in my everyday life.
That was the installation part. Let me show you the app and how it works in the daily life.
So the main part of the app is this dashboard of your scenes. Some of them come pre-installed, others are the ones that you define yourself, or some scenes that you can download from this Discover page, where Nanoleaf promotes popular scenes that you can download for free and add to your own system. In the top section of the dashboard, you have this slider where you can control the intensity of the light panels. At the highest level, it is super bright. On the left, you have this toggle to turn the panels on and off. You can add a scene for yourself by hitting the plus sign, and then you get this interactive option where you can just, in the simplest of examples, just add colors to the tiles that you are seeing I'm doing right now. But if you want to have other colors, you can select a new palette by simply getting this color picker and define which colors you want to use in your scene. Like so. If you want it to be more advanced than just having colors just sitting there, you can add a lot of effects or color loops or input from sound and many other options like you see in the list that I'm showing here. So a lot to play with. You also have a schedule if you want the tiles to turn on and off at given times. There's also a cool AR feature if you don't have the tiles and want to see how it would look on your in your home. So if you don't have it, you can download the app and try to see how it would look in your house. Let me just show you the Apple HomeKit integration, and that works super fine. You see here that the app shows me my list of scenes that I have here from my main page, and I can activate one of the scenes just by hitting that scene name. I can also switch to the room where I have my tiles defined, and from there I can do pretty much the same stuff that I just showed you within the Nanoleaf app, which is to control the light intensity by using this slider that I'm going to show you here, like so. And you can see in the bottom section I have a set of preset colors that I can change myself if I want others. But it's super easy to activate that if I want to change anything. And I also have this color picker to change the predefined colors if I want to do that.
So I've had the product now for 6 months, and I really like it, and something that I really recommend for people who would like to have a different source of light within their house, and where you can sort of combine the lighting part with something that is in the, yeah, I wouldn't say arts area, but it is sort of it is something that you can play around with, and you can sort of add your own personal touch to it. I actually ended up buying 3 additional modules, which costs just around $90, so just about $210 for the start kit, and then an additional $90 per 3 additional triangles. And that was because when I played around with the original 9 ones, I suddenly couldn't decide on a shape that fit the wall that I was gonna apply it to, and in the end it's sort of, I needed additional tiles and ended up buying that one. So yeah, that's how it ended with 12 tiles in total. You can download the app, as I've also showed in the video just before this, that they have like this augmented reality plugin in their app where you can sort of play around with setting up your own shapes and trying to see how that looks on it. on a wall where you would apply this. And it's quite good to give you the basic idea of how that shape would look in your house. So I would advise you to try out the app if you are considering buying this. Installation part was fairly easy. It's pretty much about making sure you set the first one straight, because all the other ones sort of build upon that. So if you get that wrong, all the others will also be wrong. But so just spend your primary time on getting the first one right, and then anything else will follow that. The part about the tape not being sufficient, as someone has reported, I haven't seen any problems in that area. Again, this is 6 months in for me, and I have seen no signs of anything that seems to be falling off or anything in that area. So as long as you follow the advice about, when you apply them with the tape, you really press firmly for like 30 seconds before you move on to the next one, you should be good to go. In the daily life, I find that I primarily use the control of this using my voice assistant with Amazon Alexa, and that part works out really, really well. I also have the Homekit integration, and that works, but for me, voice assistance is really just something that is so much easier for me, and also for the rest of my household. And the integration part is really smooth. You can expect, after 10 seconds that you have created a new scene within the Nanoleaf app, the Amazon Alexa unit will tell that specific scene is now ready for use. So that works really, really well. So great product. Something that, again, I highly recommend. Whether or not you want to buy it as a Nanoleaf standalone or a Xiaomi product, that's totally up to you. You get pretty much the same product. I will leave a link for AliExpress where you can buy this, and also on Amazon. So yeah, you choose for yourself where you want to buy it. It's the same product, just branded or partnerships in together. If you have any questions, please leave a comment, or else I'll see you in another video.